This is Leyden. In the summer of 2007, I received an invitation that would lead me on a journey across the world and into the depths of my own heart. After my first humanitarian journey to Rwanda, I developed Create Global Healing as an organization dedicated to trauma healing and heart-centered leadership experiences for orphan genocide survivors, U.S. students, and fellow humanitarians. What follows is my invitation to you to share in some of the gifts and miracles that have unfolded from this work. In April 1994, the people of Rwanda were the victims of a government-sponsored genocide. 1 million people murdered in 100 days. People often ask me why I work there. Despite the horrors that occurred, Rwanda is achieving a remarkable recovery, and these orphan genocide survivors inspire in me a true knowing that world healing is possible. That their willingness to forgive and their willingness to heal and to achieve that level of open-heartedness and want to reconcile is beyond anything that we could ever know. Yet many still suffer, especially the 1 million orphans now aged 16 to 25, living with the physical and emotional scars of gruesome memories, mutilation, disease, and poverty, with little hope for the future. These are the young people we serve. On behalf of myself and the team, we want to express our deep sorrow for all that has happened in this country and for the grief and the challenges that you have faced all these years. We hope that somehow our work together will bring us all a sense of healing and hope for the future. We work with one group of 550 teenage orphans living in the poorest remote high school orphanage at the top of a mountain where few people travel to. With no running water or electricity, these teenagers live in cramped quarters with as many as 250 living in one room. They eat meat only 3 times a year and must find other places to live during summer break. In the capital city of Kigali, we work with another group of over 100 orphan genocide survivors, head of households, young adults caring for 2 to 6 other children since the time of the genocide. Most of our orphans have never shared the details of what they've experienced. We partner with them in their healing by giving witness to their stories and teaching them the most compassionate and effective trauma healing techniques available from the field of energy psychology. Their courage, resilience, and open-heartedness in the face of unimaginable horrors allows us to receive far more than we give. We come in and we don't impose what we think the solution is. We ask them to partner with us where they tell us what they need and we provide our skills. It is the only place in the world where this is happening to the level of which it's happening. It's not just about human tragedy. It's also about hope and resilience. As they recognize this strength in themselves and inspire us to do the same, we can know that we are all connected. I mean, this is how world healing can take place, and this is the opportunity we're being given. There were times when I wondered whether it was enough, but after this third visit, and being able to bring a team, being able to combine not only the group work with the individual sessions, to see the impact and the results over just this short period of time is truly amazing. Here are just some of the results of what we've achieved and co-created together with these amazing young people, our trauma healing teams, and the hundreds of donors who have supported our work. These young people are either going to live with the same kind of fear, hatred, grief, and trauma that creates terrorism and bad leadership, or what we hope to do, provide basic needs, healing, and job opportunities as a hand up, not a handout. I came back from Rwanda, believe it or not, with a greater idea of how we would attain world peace. If these survivors can forgive, now we have a template for world peace, because if they can forgive, we can bring this model all over the world, and now we really have something to offer. Imagine an international youth healing center, what we're calling Project Light, where young people receive basic needs, healing, training, and real opportunities for economic independence and the freedom to become heart-centered leaders. Now imagine centers like this all over the world and right here in our own backyards, where young people are given the opportunity to achieve and to lead us into a peaceful future. Well, you know, I really believe that our work is at a tipping point. You've seen in the video and from our experiences how much can be accomplished with a small group and a small amount of money. Every dollar makes a difference, every prayer makes a difference, every suggested resource, every person you speak to about this. If it wasn't for ASAP and energy psychology support, I would not have been able to do as much as I've done in just 3 short visits. We would love to have the resources to bring these techniques that we know are so effective in the field, that are so advanced that we are having the kinds of results we're having. It might not be so obvious on camera because of the level of trauma, language, and cultural differences, are the healing shifts that these survivors experience so palpably in our work together, and that our return trips and research are now documenting.
But I think there's a growing population, especially in America, more of a conscious population that will really, if they're able to see this footage, you know, really get this message we're trying to bring, that, you know, here's this small population that's really doing something profound in terms of the way they're addressing a serious national tragedy.
The Dean of Students up there has told us that the number of outbursts since Lori was here last year has reduced from, say, 20 a week of some of the most traumatized kids down to maybe 2 or 3 a week. This is very cost efficient, it's very efficient, period, in terms of the amount of resources that we have, and we just can't possibly, without having something very rapid and quick, we can't reach all these people. It'd just be impossible. Nobody could do it.
There is a time when I thought that I cannot be happy. I thought that my life would be crying only every day, every night. Tears were like my food.
Many of them had a huge breakthrough, and I could just see the burdens lift of the genocide.
That's what has inspired me, and sure would like to get that word out.